little thing spins down in the corner there for quite a while. So I guess I'm supposed to wait for it to stop spinning. So anyway, here I am again. Hello. Hello. So I want to thank everybody for the love and support that I got the last time that I posted a live video. I had never done a live video before, and I shared some things about my life that were very personal and private, and I just really, really, really appreciate the unconditional love and support that I got from everybody. So thank you, thank you, thank you. The reason I wanted to make another video is I've had a couple of questions about what does it mean to be non-binary. Of course, most of these questions came from cisgender, straight cisgender people, which makes the most sense because this is new to an awful lot of people. So I will tell you what being non-binary means to me. This is by no means the official definition or the ultimate definition or anything like that. I'm just going to talk about what being non-binary means to me. When I was on estrogen for a decade or more after transition, I felt like I think pretty much all of the women on the planet feel. The feelings that I got when I started on estrogen were life-changing, and my first book goes into that fairly in depth, but essentially it's going from having 2 or 3 flavors of ice cream to like going to Baskin Robbins and having 33 flavors and new ones every day. That's kind of the difference between being testosterone based and being on estrogen. So once I went off estrogen, I lost all of that wonderful, wonderful range of emotions and range of compassion and range of all the things that make a woman a woman. So when I went off of estrogen, that went away. But because of my transition and surgery, there's no testosterone either. So basically, I'm kind of in the middle with no hormones of either sort, testosterone or estrogen. So my overall emotional being, I think, would be somewhat flat compared to a premenopausal woman or, of course, a man. So my situation is a bit unique because I'm literally in the middle. That kind of would be the definition of non-binary. One of the other things that is different for me than most other postmenopausal cisgender women is that I lived the first 45 years plus of my life as a man. So there's a lot of programming there. There's a lot of family of origin stuff. There's puberty of going through with testosterone. So there's all of that mental brain hardwire learning stuff that happened for me for the first 45 years of my life, give or take, that wouldn't have happened to a person who is a cisgender woman and was societally trained to be a woman, as well as, of course, having estrogen while they were young. So, sorry, this is getting rather disjointed, but essentially what it amounts to is because of my history and my programming, I have a much stronger male or masculine foundation than most cisgender women would have. But because I've been transitioned now for over 20 years, then that means that I have 20 years of programming as a woman, and most of that or part of that on estrogen. So essentially, I don't fit in anybody's box. I don't fit in your box. I don't even fit in my box because I don't even have a box. So essentially, being non-binary to me means being me, being who I am, dress like I want to dress, speak like I want to speak, with the voice that I want to speak in, and just be who I am. Because that's something our society doesn't really do. It doesn't give people permission to be who they are and be different. Society wants to put us in a nice, neat little box. And you go in this box over here, and you go in this box over here, and you go in this box over there. And then society is all happy. But the reality is nobody's happy because nobody fits in anybody else's boxes. Everybody is unique. Everybody is different. Everybody has a different reason for being here on this earth. And so whenever we modify who we are, or we modify what we say, or we modify what we do, or how we dress, or how we appear, or how we present, or how we do anything that isn't authentically genuine to who we are, then that causes damage. That causes emotional stress. That causes people to withdraw and to not express who they truly and authentically are. So in short, I guess what I'm trying to say is, to me, being non-binary means being me, being who I am today. I am now 70 years old, and I'm pretty much tired of playing by other people's rules and other people's games. And so I'm going to live the rest of my life as me, as Alexis. And I'm going to use whatever voice comes out, and I'm going to wear whatever clothes I feel like wearing. I'm probably not going to have on makeup. Makeup is a pain in the butt. I enjoyed it when I first transitioned, and I was quite pretty as a young woman at that time. But as a 70-year-old woman, I'm pretty much over looking like somebody else wants me to look. So non-binary to me means being who I am 24/7, 365. And if you don't like it, then we don't need to hang out together. But other than that, that's what it means to me. So I also want to throw one more thing in here, and that is, I thought that when I started using this voice, my authentic voice, the voice that just comes out and also resonates down in my chest, I thought it was going to sound a lot different. But when I watched my video over last time, when I did the voice demonstration on there, it didn't sound that much different. I think most of my angst about my voice has been about me knowing what it sounds like inside my head when I speak. And of course, most people don't like the way their own voice sounds, but the vibration in the chest doesn't make the voice sound as different as I expected that it would. So for those of you who go, I don't hear that much difference in voice, I appreciate that. And I now realize and know that. So anyway, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you for joining. And I hope that gave you a little bit of clarity about what it means for me as non-binary. I love you all. Have a blessed day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.